Ever consider the notion of increasing your vibration? Be ready for the hard reality that is frequently left unsaid. You'll learn the raw truth about elevating your vibration, the side that not many people really discuss if you continue to watch. One, the discomforting procedure. So, you're aiming to raise your vibration. The road ahead may be a little rough, so let's not hold back. It's not always easy to raise your frequency on this path. It goes beyond simply constantly experiencing happiness and great energy. You may experience some discomfort as you ascend that vibrational ladder. It's like going to the gym for your soul. You're putting in the work, breaking a bit of a spiritual sweat. However, this soreness isn't necessarily expected, as with physical activity. As your vibration goes up, the way ahead doesn't have a GPS. It's not always possible to know what lies ahead. There can be a certain unease to this uncertainty. Imagine that you are strolling in a misted forest, not exactly knowing where you are going, but you are still moving forward. This discomfort is an essential part of the process, not a design flaw. 2. Existential understanding. Increasing your vibration is consistent with existentialism, which emphasizes personal accountability and the notion that people create their own lives by the decisions they make. This way of thinking emphasizes how you have the ability to change your inner frequencies. It entails uncovering buried emotions, overcoming repressed anxieties, and mending scars that may have persisted within. It is not just rearranging feelings. Existentialism promotes deliberately choosing to raise your consciousness and accepting responsibility for your emotional and mental conditions. Raising your vibration is a cosmic dance where the energy you release ripples across the fabric of the cosmos, influencing both the collective awareness and your local surroundings. Recognizing this is a necessary step in the path. As you embark on this transformative path, you will quickly realize that it involves more than just moving your emotional furniture. It's a lengthy procedure that may cause anguish before tranquility takes hold, clearing out the cobwebs in your emotional attic. Existentialism is a philosophy that supports the idea that you may actively shape your own destiny by making the decision to raise your consciousness. 3. Myth of endless joy. Let's dissect the concept of eternal joy, a contentious aspect of vibrational boosting. A lot of the stories that accompany this voyage depict constant happiness, never-ending joy, and a life that is perpetually bright. Let's face it though, it isn't the whole tale. It's not true, despite what many people think, that pursuing a higher frequency will entail daily flower field shopping. It's not a pass to an always positive outlook though. The contentious reality is that life has its share of storms, gloomy days, and real struggles, even when it has a high spirit. When we set overly idealistic expectations of happiness, it may cause unhappiness and disappointment when they aren't met. It's similar to hoping for a never-ending summer day, beautiful in theory but not fully representative of the many seasons life presents. Increasing your vibration is more like having an improved set of tools to deal with obstacles than it is a defense against them. The real deal is accepting the ups and downs of emotions, owning up to difficult times, and realizing that suffering is frequently the catalyst for growth. 4. The mustard seed parable. This intricate dance of energy reminds me of a little but significant story from the Bible called the parable of the mustard seed. In the book of Matthew, Jesus says that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. He says this to emphasize that it starts out small, but grows into a big tree that birds can nest in. This story illustrates how even seemingly insignificant actions, such as planting a mustard seed, can have profound and far-reaching effects. In the same way, when you work at raising your vibrational frequency, you start to resemble that mustard seed. Your seemingly insignificant and private attempts to deal with your feelings and mend your scars have a cascading effect. Like a mustard seed blossoming into a tree, its effect exceeds your personal experience and affects not only your immediate emotional environment, but also the larger cosmic dance of energy. Your heightened energy becomes a wellspring of inspiration and positivity for others around you. The parable demonstrates the deep connection between our choices and the results of those choices. Your attempts to elevate your frequency have a beneficial effect on both your life and the collective consciousness, much like a mustard seed grows into a protective tree. Like a mustard seed grows, your emotional purification benefits the health of the whole interwoven web of life. Five, Buddhism's view on change. Buddhism provides insightful perspectives that are helpful in the journey of boosting your vibration. One such perspective is the idea of impermanence, or anicca. Buddhist teachings hold that everything is always changing and in flux, including interior elements like thoughts and emotions, as well as exterior happenings. Impermanence implies that misery results from attachment to things that change. The Buddhist perspective advises embracing the fluidity of existence and letting go of attachments as you set out on the transforming journey. Raising the frequency of your vibration requires you to navigate the waves of change with acceptance and understanding. When people let go of their attachments to the past, they make room for harmonious new connections that are based on empathy and understanding. When the old self dissolves, the void it leaves behind becomes a vessel for spiritual and personal development. Buddhism teaches that people come to a greater knowledge of the interconnectedness of all things when they come to accept the transience of life. This cosmic restructuring sees the severing of previous links not as a loss, but as a chance for improved alignment. It's a process of ongoing development, accepting change as a necessary component of the cosmic dance, and realizing that it is intrinsic. 6. Facing obstacles on the way. Increasing your vibration does not mean that everything in your life will become perfect. Rather, the exact opposite might happen. In its infinite wisdom, the cosmos reacts to your raised vibration by sending you obstacles designed to accelerate your development. This is like taking a cosmic exam, where every test is a chance for you to show off what you've learned about raising your energy. There are similarities between the prodigal son story from ancient times and the quest of boosting your vibration. Beyond particular ideologies, this tale represents transformation and redemption. Your increased frequency may face cosmic hurdles, much as the prodigal son's poor decisions caused difficulties. These difficulties, though, are chances for you to put the teachings you've gained during your spiritual ascension into practice, rather than penalties. Relationships may change. Professions may take unexpected turns, and the familiar may fall to make room for the new in the furnace of transformation. You might find that not everyone in your life is attuned to your new vibratory frequency. Some relationships may fade as you advance, leaving you to forge ahead through the turbulent waves of change. The bright side is that it will make room for new, harmonious relationships that are in line with your higher energy as you let go of old ones. With its universal theme of redemption, the prodigal son tale demonstrates how meeting and conquering obstacles on your spiritual path can result in significant development and transformation. The universe, like the forgiving father in the tale, celebrates your perseverance and growth rather than lingering on your previous mistakes. The difficulties serve as triggers for progress, signifying a sea change in your life. As you proceed with your upward vibration, 7. The change in priorities. A significant realignment of priorities occurs when you ascend to higher frequencies. The brightness of inner serenity and spiritual fulfillment progressively eclipses material goals, which were formerly the center of your aspirations. This change changes popular conceptions of success in a society that is frequently fixated on tangible accomplishments. The quest for approval from others starts to loosen its hold on your spirit. It becomes clear that material money or other material belongings are not the essence of abundance in the world of higher vibrations. Rather, it appears as a way of being, a full cup of thankfulness, an abundance of compassion, and a richness of love that permeates every aspect of your life. This reality could go against popular belief, which bases success mostly on one's ability to achieve external goals. But when you let go of materialism, you uncover a more expansive fabric of plenty, a wealth that surpasses conventional measurements. This abundance is a state of inner wealth, knowing that happiness comes from inside, not from approval from others. Eight, elevation and solitude. A harsh reality hits you when you raise your vibration. Not everyone in your life is going to be able to relate to your new frequency. This may result in times when the comfortable terrains of friendship give way to unfamiliar domains of solitude. Your increased energy can cause changes in your relationships and profession, upending the foundations of your existing world. This breaking off of long-standing ties is difficult, but it accomplishes more. It makes room for fresh, peaceful connections that flow with your higher vibration. Although at first glance this can appear to be a loss, it's actually a cosmic call to embrace more alignment in your life. To evolve and transform personally, letting go of the old self is essential, according to many belief systems and spiritual practices, including Hinduism. Navidharata, a heavenly sage in Hinduism, represents the essence of moving between the spiritual and material worlds. Often portrayed as a traveler between worlds, Narada is a messenger of God who helps gods and humans communicate. His stories highlight how crucial devotion and detachment are to the spiritual path. Narada is a celestial being, but his travels represent the struggles and lonely times faced by people on a spiritual journey. The isolation you feel when your vibration rises is not a condemnation to loneliness, but a call to connect with the most profound parts of yourself. It's a chance to establish a strong bond with the heavenly source that resides within. The seclusion becomes a less traveled road that invites you to embrace, rather than fear it, much like Narada's duty as a guide between worlds. Nine, facing the ego and accepting humility. The deep inner battle with the ego is one of the hardest realities you will face when working to raise your vibration. With an increase in frequency, the ego can be a crafty ally that fights against the end of its power. It could rebel, causing periods of insecurity, arrogance, or a mistaken sense of dominance. Being self-aware necessitates a humility that faces the ego. It's a realization that you are but a small thread in the vast scheme of things. Raising your frequency is a modest dance in tune with the cosmic music, not a sign of dominance. Ego death is a process of transformation that this dance represents. Ego death is the removal of the layers that conceal your true identity, rather than a physical death. It is comparable to removing the outer layers of an onion to expose the inner core. Ego death is the brave act of letting go of the masks, illusions, and stories that the ego has created throughout time as you journey through the domains of self-discovery. A more authentic, vulnerable self can show through as a result of this peeling off of old skins. It's similar to clearing out the smudges on a dusty mirror so you can clearly see your reflection. If you're still with me, I want to thank you for watching. If you liked the information and would like to see more, please think about hitting the subscribe button. We are grateful for your support. Please feel free to share your ideas or experiences in the comments below.